want to slide some in. We have our own Steve Harvey story. I hope it's funny to everybody, or at least entertaining. We've been on this guest on the Steve Harvey show. We were not
twinning it.
Not guests. You know he has twin daughters, right?
So he has a show about twins.
He had a show about twins. Everybody in the audience was twins, and he had besides his daughters were on stage. There were a couple of other twins on stage for whatever reason. One was anyway. That's I'll be all day trying to remember how to describe them. And some doctors or something was on stage. Well, anyway, we were in the audience. I contacted a producer that I knew that I had recently met online, and she connected me to the show, and it was like they wanted twins with a story. I'm a veteran. We both veterans, Army veterans, and Marine Corps. We're both in the Marine Corps together, actually. And then I went on to be in the Army as an officer and served in Desert Storm and stuff. But anyway.
All right. High five. They'd have put my ass out of there.
but well, when we were there, doing a segment of his show, where at the end of his show, he does this motivation. He was doing his motivation when he had the show. He was doing a motivational speech, encouraging the audience to dream big and be what you want to be, and things like that. We're sitting here thinking, I forgot to bring this point out. When we was talking to the producer, part of the pitch wasn't just us being a veteran. They knew that we had this show, and they were going to pitch it as these are the guys that want to take your spot. So right. It was going to be like doing the Ask Steve segment. We're going to talk to we got somebody that wants to challenge you, Steve. They want to take your spot, and that was going to be our pitch on the show. Well, that never happened because during the show, his daughters recognized a lady sitting right next to my brother. She because I'm thinking when she looks up and his daughter looks up in the stands and pointing at us, I'm thinking, man, this is it. We getting ready. This is going to be our moment. Well, she was pointing at the lady the twins next to us. That they were her hairdresser. That was her hairdresser a while back, and she just loved the way she do her hair. And they had a story, history, whatever. So they mic'd them up and called them down to the stage. The next segment came. The twins pointed up in the audience again, and I'm thinking, man, here we go. And this lady was a doctor of the twins in the audience. So they mic'd her up and everything like that. So we didn't get our segment. No worries. So during the Ask Steve portion, he's doing that motivation. It's powerful. You have to see him do it. It's just as powerful. You see it on YouTube in person. Watch him tell. I don't know, something about him. The way he can really charge you up. Talking about dream big and his story, and so we're thinking, well, maybe I'll just stand up and tell him. We got a local television show. It's on the internet. It's got some little. It's gotten a little traction. Maybe that's our dream to have a show like your show, and see what he says. Well, he asked some of the audience members, tell me some of you guys' dreams. Well, we knew some twins from Chicago, some bad twins from Chicago, and one of them screamed out, television show. And then he say, television show? What's the name of the show? And then she says, Good Twin, Bad Twin Unleashed. That's the name of our show. It's Good Twin, Bad Twin Unleashed. He says, Good Twin, Bad Twin Unleashed? What is that? And he went on about 3-4 minutes ragging that name. That's not the name of a show. That's the name of so-and-so, so-and-so. That's what you would call so-and-so, so-and-so. You wouldn't call a show that. You call so-and-so, so-and-so this. Every time he reeled off a joke, because I'm sitting there. That's the name of my show. You know what I'm saying? So it's a real show. I'm thinking, zoop, 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 zoop. My confidence got, But anyway, that's our Steve Harvey story.
We met him, but he would probably never meet and never remember. We met him in the hallway. Some lady stopped us and introduced us briefly, but I'm sure he would never remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's
a good one, baby. They was all around y'all. The doctor.
Yes, man. Yeah. So it just speaks like when you said it's your time. When it's your time, it's your time, and it just wasn't our time at the time. You know, so.
Well, it's your time right now. See, sometimes I think we wait for all the bells and whistles, right?
That's right.
And that's the time. And it's the time when who says it? Like, I would tell the people when I first got started, I'm already famous.
Amen.
You just don't know it.
Yeah, right.
But when I look in the mirror, I'm like, bitch, you are something.
Right,
I felt that way as a little girl. Like I felt that way as a child. It was like I didn't need permission.
Right.
I didn't need validation.